Okay, we are recording. See the file there. Let's actually get into this, and I need to turn on the audio. That's alright.
This is the tale thus far. Here corruption gives way to nothingness. Here the past echoes forward. Take this, says the horseman's mother, and you will find my lord.
Okay. I ended last time just at... Actually, was it? Oh. I'm so used to from different controls. Yeah, I ended just outside. So, because I was like, oh, there's definitely going to be something going on here. So I do have some stuff to talk about, but sure I need to take care of whatever this is. Because I don't completely... Nope. Ooh. Well, that's true. No. I want to, get some. Yeah. Come on. There we go. I want to get some health potion. Because I do think that there's an encounter. Where am I? This is not helpful, guy. Yeah, he can solve this. Okay. Alright. I'm working Crisis Remastered if you're wondering, like, accidentally.
I hope that
if I keep accidentally hitting F instead of E to interact, it's because in that, F is what interact. F is for interact. Alright, so what do I got in the news here? Not that much, I'll be honest. There was enough, but busy week. The main thing, obviously, though, would be the RTX 3070 delay. NVIDIA decided, perhaps very smartly, to delay that release, what, like a couple weeks? Maybe? I don't actually know when it was supposed to release, I'll be honest. But they delayed it to October 29th to hopefully build up enough supply that people won't be complaining like they have been for the 38. And I'm sure that... Oh, no, that's not falling behind. But the interesting thing, though, is 29th would be the day after AMD is going to do its whole RDNA 2 announcement stuff. So it could be quite interesting. But this.
So, the Chad Council sends only one horseman, even to the past. No, this visit is unsanctioned. In fact, no one knows you're here.
Not so. I hand over the key, it can be our little secret.
Pitiful. Flawed castings from a perfect mold. Absalom was always stronger than the rest of you.
You'll find me strong enough, Samael.
Yes. You have overcome many obstacles to stand here before me. But sometimes the hero dies in the end. Ask your brother.
Will you surrender the key? Or must I take it?
Horseman, you already know the answer.
Yeah. I hate the camera. Can I say that again? First time I said it this video, but it's still accurate. I know it's kind of dangerous, but we'll do that. Ow. Okay, I don't remember what happened. I started hitting the wrong button. That was E I was supposed to press, I was hitting left mouse button. Come on, I hate this camera. Because it needs to not move you relative. You need to not be moving relative to death. You need to be moving relative to the camera, which is the thing you can actually see and control. It is so stupid to lock the movement to him. It just is. Because I'm not him, I'm the camera in a third-person game. That really is how that works. And you're pushing me this far back. Wow. This is a horribly made encounter. Oh my god. Hang on. Set it back to that. That. second part here. And I'll hit E this time. And I show what that accomplishes. Why is he immune to it? I'm gonna die because he's basically doing all of my health in every hit. Because of the stupid ass dot that it's putting on me. I already complained about this being badly designed, didn't I? But that was with reference to something else. That was the whole how it loads, how the checkpoint is outside of the arena, like this. It's like you have to. But then it's been like that in other ones too, hasn't it? It's like you have to go through the whole introduction thing again to the boss. It's like, no. Did nobody test to see what happens when you die in this? Because no, you don't do that. It's just that no, you don't force the player to have to go through that again. Because it's just unnecessary. There's no benefit to. I am. What the hell did the camera just do to me? But it also, he's overpowered as hell. I mean, I was spending like 2 health pots each time he punched me just because of the stupid ass dot that he has. Also, an argument could also be made that maybe, well, I mean, not literally, but the whole, can you be allowed to have a checkpoint at boss phases? What is the point of this ability? You know, go ahead. I'm not going to use a helicopter at this point. But it's like, what is the point of that ability? If it's like, oh yeah, that boss, it doesn't care. Now it becomes Super Samuel. This is a very badly designed boss fight. I don't even want to do it. I'm serious. I have enough other things I need to do today. I do not want to have to put up with this shit. And it is shit. I mean, it's like, his punch takes you from, it looked like about full health down to half health. The burning effect cancels out a pot. Cancels out a health potion, because I hit that, and by the time it finished, I was still at half health. I mean, and then there's that where it's like, the things that pop up, you can't just keep walking, they catch up to you then. But when you are doing that, when you're doing the dodging, it's like, you pause. So it's like you can't actually respond to that. I mean, it's... I don't want to do this. I do have far better ways to be spending my... Even in this game, get away. Oh, I know what I could do. That actually may be a good idea. I'm just trying to think, do I want to... Yeah. I can work on one of the DLCs, because I will level, and I will get gear doing this. I'd say Abyssal Forge is the more fun of them, but going in order. Alright, so yeah, the whole 3070 being delayed is definitely interesting. And who knows, maybe it will just be a, hey, so it's more supply, but it could also be to, since it's after the AMD event, it might also be like Nvidia trying to steal some thunder, but it's also weird, because it's just, you wouldn't think that you would do that. It just seems odd.
You trade words like I trade coin, Ryder. You give little and you take much. How's this for a bargain? For a moment of your time, I'll give you a tale and an opportunity.
I'm listening.
Before the Lord of Bones sat upon the eternal throne, there was another, more ancient king of the dead. His name was Argul. Argul the Mad. His reign lasted for eons, until he was betrayed.
By the Lord of Bones?
Yes. Now, this tale is no great secret, but for one detail lost to the ages. The location of Argul's tomb. The Lord of Bones cast the tomb out of the underworld, so Argul would not be able to draw upon its power. Since then, knowledge of the tomb and its location have faded into the mists of time. None but Ostagoth remembers.
What became of Argul?
The Lord of Bones could have easily slain his predecessor. Instead, he entombed Argul beneath the dead plains. Now, did the Lord of Bones intend this as mercy or cruelty? Who can guess the motives of the dead? Except yourself, perhaps.
What else can you tell me about Argul?
Well, he was considered utterly insane. Argul would rant about the end of the world, a coming darkness that would spread through realms of life and death.
Corruption.
No, he spoke of the Riders. Please, take a look.
I don't think there's anything.
We must seize this opportunity to find the source of Argul's power and, if possible, destroy it.
What do you gain from all this, trader?
That is not your concern. Instead, know this. In return for annihilating the source of Arkle's strength, I can offer you a great reward.
Okay. Sure, I'll go with this one. So anyway, coming back to the 3070 thing. It's very weird because if you think about it, if AMD just announces that they will have a GPU that is comparable in performance and comparable in price, or better in price, then what's going to happen to the sales of the 37? I mean, it could be, oh, well, NVIDIA's just that confident in. Well, could they be? It's not unreasonable to think that AMD will be able to catch up. So yeah, it will prove in. And also, it looks like, in other NVIDIA news, new driver update that addresses the issues with the 3080s that are crashing at high boost, that some have thought it was linked to the capacitors, which maybe in some weird way it is, because I think I did see somebody say that, yeah, it does look like it basically adjusted the boost algorithm at the higher end to just not be so aggressive with the voltage frequency curve. Which, yeah, if the capacitors weren't so good, that would probably be helpful. But it's also, some people have been pointing out that the theory that it's purely that, oh, it's just because they're using the larger capacitors instead of the smaller and more expensive MLCC. People pointing out, except that there are versions of the GPU of graphics cards that have had the problems, but do not use the larger capacitors exclusively, like some. Whoa! I don't remember if I saw anyone claiming that there were reports of the basis tough, because that is only the MLCC. So, yeah. And bright side, hey, NVIDIA released a driver update that fixed it. There. Oh, I like these guns. It just makes it easier. Oop, hang on. There. I'm remembering some of the other stuff, like one, Lightbound, the Devolver Digital game currently on early access, currently in early access on Steam, has got an update that adds AI to it, so you don't have to have 3 human players to play with. So now I'm left kind of wondering, does that mean that I finally redeem a key and try it? Because I don't do multiplayer, I don't have friends, and I also just don't want to review multiplayer games. Just the whole, because it depends so much on who you're playing with that you can't be certain of a representative experience. I mean, sure, you're not actually... No review is about getting a representative experience. It's about sharing your experience. and trying to do so as accurately as possible so that people can still learn from what is just your experience. But it still is, it just seems like, so yeah, I might, I don't know. As I said, I've got things I do even today. Yeah, like I finished the Crisis Remastered playthrough, did the graphics quality analysis video last night, so I first need to do some write-up on that and on something else, and then I will get to collecting data for it. Actually, no, I won't. I will be getting to graphics quality analysis, the second one, for Series Sam 4, because I'll be collecting the data for the two games at the same time. GuestJim is 12 years old, which is actually kind of funny that I'm just thinking that, wow, I guess it has been 12 years. Not that I saw it at the beginning, but I do remember hearing about it long ago, and it's like, oh man, 12 years. Wow. I mean, I did find it before when it was still good old games, but you know, it's now just sort of just GOG because they do sell more than old games. But yeah, 12 years old, got some additions to it. Some games on there, Silent Hill 4, The Room. Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, there is on there. And if you purchase it during the sale, the 12th anniversary sale, which also has a 20% off, you get Bannerlord, Mountain Blade 1 for 3. Gold edition of Talos Principle. That's on sale at 90% off, I think it is. Yeah, so quite a sale, and there's plenty more games that are on sale. So it might be worth checking that out, and the sale's going on for a week. The other news that's like, oh wow, this is interesting, more significant. They are testing, and I described it in the... Oop, there we go. In the news item I wrote up. Quasi-internal? Because it's basically an invitation-only beta test for a new store feature in Galaxy 2.0, which will allow you to purchase games, in this case, well, select games from the Epic Games Store. Was pressed.
I cannot.
Which, that is definitely interesting. I mean, it makes sense that they would try for that if they can get the partnership. Which they already do have, an official integration with Epic. So, clearly they have been working with Epic. Do have a relationship there, but it still is a very interesting thing to see come. That may also come for other platforms as well. I don't know about Steam. Just guessing, it's like, I don't know if Steam would do that. But I could see eventually Ubisoft. The only thing is that we don't have an official integration. Why am I saying we? There isn't the public doesn't have a official integration for Uplay yet. There is for Epic. So, as well as Xbox. Yeah, Xbox Live is the only other one. Because do you really want to count GOG? It's their own thing. Good. There. Now I'm just gonna wait for that to reload. Yeah, definitely an interesting thing. And funny thing is that in the screenshots for it, there was actually sales on some of the games. but it's also you get 30-day refund policy and 24/7 customer support. Human customer support is how they specifically labeled it. Which are things that GOG offers. It's like, get this too. So that's pretty neat. Spear, but still, possessed weapon. Yeah, you thought that was easy. It was just a warm-up. Oh, this one also this one also doesn't have any ammo. I thought picking it up from the ground because I hadn't touched it before would meant that it was full. And of course more coming. Another thing I can mention, the OBS version 26 is now out. I think I mentioned last week about I was using then the release candidate 3. That was the final release candidate. I don't know how different it was from the actual release version, but that is now live as the official version of OBS Studio. Whew. That gave very little. Well, true, there's this. But I think partly it's because of using the gun. That it doesn't let you get much because you use the gun. I don't see anything. No, sure. Because I do use that. There. Actually covers everything I got. Just thinking if there was anything.
Missions, hello, wanderer.
Yeah, I will stop. Just trying to decide if I want to. So, finish with the news, and I do have other stuff to do. Because yeah, I got something to look over, make sure everything in there is correct and such. Then I need to get working on writing up the Crisis Remastered stuff. 40 minutes is good. And then I can get to the Susan 4 stuff, and then I can get to the data core. Fun, fun, fun. Alright, yeah, see you next time. And I'll probably keep going with the Ogle's Tomb and maybe also Abyssal Forge, just, try to not be so pitiful against Samael, because, and that really was a bad fight. There's no reason why he's able to do that much damage. It's really not. Alright, see you next time.